Good evening. Welcome to Spirit Connections. I am Tiffany Rice, Spirit Medium, and tonight I'm very excited because I have a very good friend of mine back in the studio, Miss Heather Wood.
Yay.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back.
Thank you for coming back.
Hey, anytime.
I love Heather because one thing, you're beautiful.
Oh, so are you.
Thanks. And that's not appearance, that's heart-wise. But secondly, the first show that we had you on, we talked about your shop, Body Love, located in East Bridgewater, Mass. And you had mentioned that you do angel card readings, and you also do a little bit of the medium work. And you also do a lot of empowering as far as helping people go through their soul journey and talking to them about it. So I wanted to have you come back on because I wanted to focus a little bit more on the readings and so forth.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. So how's everything going?
It's going great. Thank you.
Has anything happened since the last time you've been on?
Not too much, no. We've been busy, which is great. This time of year, around the holidays, is a really busy time for us because there's a lot of women who need to take a little bit more care of themselves. It's such a hectic time. So yes, so we've opened up more spots for that. We have lots of good stuff to help you take care of yourself while you're doing all the holiday craziness. That's
so good, and plus we always need a little bit of soul connection, you know?
Absolutely.
So you brought your angel cards with you today,
Yay.
and of course I'm a huge fan of that, so I wanted to be able to actually pull a card if I can.
Of course.
Okay.
Pull one.
Now, can you use any type of angel card, or is that just...
You can even use a deck of cards to pull your cards if you know how to work tarot and you know the symbolism of them. Absolutely, yes.
I know a good friend of mine, Lynn Marie, she owns Uplifting Connections in Bridgewater. She's been on with her tarot cards, and she's amazing. So, okay, so should I think about anything?
So if you want to get something specific, you can focus on that. So don't worry about wording it exactly right. Just kind of focus and hold your focus on what you're thinking about and what you want a message about. And then most of the time, the angels will answer you with a card with what you're asking. However, if there's something a little bit more pressing they feel like they should address instead, they might do that.
Do you teach a class in shuffling cards?
Maybe I should.
I always struggle. That's what I struggle with. What's your struggles today? Shuffling cards?
Shuffling.
I guess my days of
when you do it a lot, you get good. Do you want me to shuffle for you? You get good at it. You just kind of mix them together. It's not too important. You just want to fan them out for yourself and just feel what card is kind of popping out at you. Which one are you kind of drifting towards?
Well, if you want to fan them out.
Sure.
I'll pick. Oh no, I went to pick and I felt my hand on a couple of them. Okay.
Ooh, you need a few messages maybe today. All right,
Yes,
let's see
I
what
do.
you got. So you got the 8 of Earth. So Earth cards are always about money, okay? Yay, everyone wants money. This is about being rewarded for your hard work, okay? So this is saying all that stuff that you're doing right now, it's going to come in and it's going to work out for you, so just relax and let it happen, okay? It's a good one.
Good.
Does that answer what you were thinking about?
In a roundabout way, but it makes perfect sense because where that comes from is the answer of the question that I asked.
Awesome. Sometimes with that card too, it could mean that you're going to learn something new or incorporate something new into your business if you haven't already done that. And if you get that card when you're thinking about that, it's a really positive sign that that's going to work out for you.
Right, it's definitely a double positive for me.
It is. Yay.
Which I'll keep my question to myself. Just to myself.
I actually pull cards on Facebook on Tuesday nights for free. And
How
we
do
let
you-
people keep their questions to themselves. They just write, I'm thinking of my question, and I pull a card for you. So you can come onto Facebook on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
What's your Facebook?
It's Fit by Body Love. If you search that, you can find us on Facebook. And so all you do is just put your energy, just like you did, focus on that, and I pull a card for you.
Okay. Do you want to pull a card? I'll give you a reading.
Sure.
Let's see what happens.
All right, you want to hold them for me, and I'll pull one?
Okay, focus on a question.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Here we go, Heather.
Here we go.
9 of Water. Well, with 9 of Water, it has a beautiful mermaid card. And I think basically what this card represents is allowing everything to just let go. All your struggles that you've been actually fighting for is now finally coming to an end. And you're kind of swimming away from it because everything has been dealt with and you've acknowledged that. Maybe not accepted them, but you've acknowledged them, and now you're starting to drift away.
Yeah.
So it shows that you've been through a lot of
Perfect.
struggles. Really?
Yeah.
I'm an angel card reader.
And water is always about emotion, so that made sense for my question too. It's about kind of emotionally just kind of going with the flow.
Wow,
and letting
did I
it
really
happen.
just give you a reading?
Did good. See, you don't need to be a
She
trained
didn't
angel
answer
card
that.
reader.
She's like, skipping
No.
that, skipping that.
You don't need to be a trained angel card reading to pick up your own deck and to use it for guidance, because it's all about what you feel, using your intuition and really kind of understanding and going, this is what I feel from this card. What am I drawn to? You were drawn to the mermaid on the card, so that should be part of your message when you're giving it to someone else, or even if you're just getting it for yourself. So good job.
Oh, thank you. I'll pick that card up after. So now, okay, so you do free, which everybody loves the word free, right? Especially around the holidays.
Yes.
Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. you said on
Yes.
Facebook?
Yep.
Excellent.
So from 9 to 10, if you get your question in before 10, I will pull a card for you so that you can get your message. So I do it by posting a number, and there's a link, and you go to the number, you can see a picture of your cards, you can see the beautiful mermaid or whatever might pop out at you with a description, so you can kind of...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, excuse me. So now you do the angel cards. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing that for about almost 2 years. I've been doing the angel stuff.
Okay.
I picked up a deck of cards because I have always been able to communicate with angels, and I was nervous about being able to give people messages because I didn't know what that would be like. So I picked up a deck of cards, and it made me feel more comfortable because I could use the cards as the message. So now when I'm doing angel readings, I incorporate the cards in the beginning because I feel like it's a good way to just kind of let the person relax and kind of see the symbolism in the cards. So I incorporate that in all my readings now too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wow. So you do the angel card readings, which is wonderful. Everybody loves angel card readings. And you also do the medium work.
I do,
So,
yes. So I kind of balance between talking with your angels or your guides, I like to call them your guardian angels, and spirits. So a lot of my readings, they're called Love from Above readings, will incorporate both. So depending on what the person needs who's coming to me, if you come in and you really need some messages from spirit, I will focus more on that. I really, and I know you do this too, so you understand, I really love giving people that message that makes them understand that person is still around and they're still watching and they're still seeing your life, and you know, they're not gone.
Right.
They're still around. They're different and we miss them, but they're still there. So I really love that part of it. And then what I love about the angels is they have so much advice to give, and there's so much to learning how to work with your own angels.
Right.
So I love connecting people with that, and I love seeing when people are like, how did you know that? And just to be like, well, you have angels working with you. You know, you're not facing anything by yourself. You have a team. You need to ask, you know, and when you ask for help and you ask for a message or a sign, they always deliver. It's just about learning what the messages are and learning to keep your eyes open.
I always say
and
that.
trusting, absolutely. Absolutely. It might not go the way you want it to go, you know, which is a struggle for me too. I like control. But if you kind of can let go and go, okay, I'm being led this way, and kind of go with it. Yep, it's a really big life-changing experience, I think.
Well, one day back in October, I had the privilege of meeting Heather for some coffee, and actually we were able to give each other readings, and I have to tell you something, it's been amazing ever since. And when she came out and gave me a reading, it was, wow, like, you're really good at what you do because you're so in tuned and you learn how to trust it. And I think that you've been able to, I know Body Love has just opened up a few years ago, and I think everything is just coming into place for you, you know, and it definitely shows.
Thank you. I mean, when I was a kid, I never thought that this is what I would be doing for a living. You know, I kind of joke that when I came out of the broom closet, right, when you kind of admit that you can do this, it's hard because you don't know how people are going to take you. You don't know if people are going to judge you. And I always wanted to be a dance teacher, so to go from that and to kind of open up and go, this is the path I'm being led down, this is a gift I have, and I'm going to put it out there and share it with people is scary. But once you do that and you're on the path you're supposed to be on, as you know, I know you know this too, your life completely changes. And the stuff that comes to you and the opportunities that come your way and the people you get to meet like you, it's just amazing. So when you can kind of let go and go with that and let yourself be guided, you know, still use your head, but kind of make decisions with your heart and bring your head with you, you know, it's really such a different experience, and it's so important to do.
Well, because you're honoring your true self.
Absolutely. And really, I think it's my opinion that that's really our only job here, is to just be our true selves. Let our true, authentic light shine out. That's what we're put here to do. So that's my favorite thing, is to help people to do that. So.
Excellent. And I just think it's so funny because with all the guests that I've had on, we all work in a networking system. So with you, actually, I think I reached out to you on Facebook, but I had mentioned before, a good friend of mine, Noelle Armstrong, shares an office space with you. And so that was even more like, I have to get in touch with Heather. I have to, just reach out, see if she'd be interested in coming on Spirit Connections and so forth. And so when we did sit down for the reading, it was the actual first time of us actually physically seeing each other.
Yeah.
And we hit it off. And
Absolutely. Well, I think there's a misconception among, people who are, like, we're both psychic, we both do a lot of the same things, like we're in competition with each other, but it's really not that way. And I know you have that same belief that the more we network and connect with like-minded people, the more we can put awesome stuff out to the community and to people to work with. So I love that you have that mindset, and I do too. And I mean, I was blown away by my reading with you. You did awesome.
Thank you.
The spirits you connected me
I'll
with.
pay you later for that. Yeah.
So I think it's important for us to network and to show people, like, we're all here to help, and we're all here to help you live your best life and to heal and to feel good. And we're not in competition. We're doing it together, and we're networking, and we're lifting each other up. Because especially as women, that's what we need to do. We need to connect and lift each other up. Absolutely.
And it's true. And we're all different on a little bit of a level, and especially when we get involved in the metaphysical world, we go through, okay, I remember I took chakra classes just to see, was I into chakras? Okay, I became a Reiki master. What's going to be my niche? And my niche is definitely my medium work, And
even the way you do that, as opposed to the way I do it, is different. So it's really offering something else. A client that I have that comes in, I might give them a reading and say, you know who would be perfect for you? Tiffany would be awesome, because she does it in this way. And so we're all really different. We can all kind of contribute and help people all together. I think that's beautiful.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like music, right? Yeah. So a lot of us like music, but each and every one of us might like a different genre of music or a different artist. And it's all music, but yet you can relate to it in a different way. And that's why it's better to not compete, but to kind of join in the evolution of
it's an important thing for women in general. I think we're kind of raised to, compete with each other and be the best, and we're kind of put in that situation, and I think that's yucky, and I think we need to stop. I think we need to go, you know what, the better you do, the better I do, and we can all share in this, because there's so many people who need our help and so many people who could benefit from what we do. There's plenty to go around. So I really think that it's an important message in any field that you're in.
Exactly. Letting go of the prejudged notion that we may have on someone else. Absolutely. You're right. And then that's where Body Love comes in, because we talk about our bodies. Going back to a previous show, in case you missed it, Heather also teaches yoga, Pilates. You have a dance major background. And so you've struggled on and off with body dysmorphia.
Absolutely.
And so your goal is to actually kind of empower and raise the vibration to but love yourself up here first, and everything else comes together. And I think that's
women have this huge guilt about taking care of themselves, or exploring who they are, or taking a moment away from kids, husband, work, whatever it is, to focus on you, or to go get a reading, or to read a book that appeals to you, or to go get a massage or Reiki or something, and or to work out. And we feel like it's a bad thing. But what I like to help women learn is you have to take care of yourself first. You can't take care of everyone else as well as you can if you're taking care of you. So that's the big thing that we do at Body Love. Find who you are, find that person, and keep looking, keep going on that journey with your body and with your soul and with all of that. So that's what we do, and I love it, and I think everything together is really important. Your body and your soul need to work together.
It's so true. It's so true. Yeah. And by doing that, people also come in and ask for readings to almost maybe be guided, or is our loved one watching out for us as we go on this journey? Are we doing it alone? I always say we're never truly alone. So,
a lot of women want to go do something or start their own business or try a different career, but they're afraid, like, money-wise. So I do a lot of work with women on feeling good about money and learning how to manifest and attract money. the angels always say that the only thing keeping us from everything that we want is ourselves. So it's learning.
I agree.
Right?
And I suffer from that too.
Yeah, it's learning how to get out of your own way and understanding, you know, there's all these vows that we make as kids that we say, like, this is how I'm going to set up my life. And it's about going back and finding those. And I use the angels to help me find all of that stuff and to bring it to light for someone and to help them shift that, you know. And because I think we all feel that sometimes, like, oh my gosh, I know I could get there. I'm just keeping myself stuck, you know. I talk a lot about how the comfort zone is not really a comfort zone. It's just you're stuck because you're afraid, you know, you don't want to move forward. And if you take that risk and take that leap and go for what you want, your life's going to change, and that's going to be wonderful. Right. Change is good. Life should keep changing. So we do a lot of work with helping women with that. So whether it's in business or in your love life, or if you want to, you know, reset how you attract money, because we all want to attract more of that, right? Right. We do a lot of that kind of work. So yeah. Yeah,
and you don't have to wait to the beginning of the year. You don't have to wait to the beginning of the month. Now is the time. And I think that's what it is. It's we get so comfortable. And you're right. Being comfortable, even though we use the term loosely, doesn't mean that we're actually comfortable in our lives. It could be something that we are trying to
You're just
figure out,
usually.
And
I think if we called the comfort zone the stagnant fear zone instead, we might not want to stay there.
Right.
Because that's really what it is. And eventually, when you're working with your angels, they'll make your comfort zone not so comfy anymore. You know, and suddenly you're knowing that you need more. And when you hit that point, you know, it's important to know what direction to move in and to be brave.
Exactly. You start putting it out like, all right, this is what I need in my life.
Yeah, and you stop being afraid of money or whatever that, I mean, it's never just about money. There's always an insecurity behind that. Money in our society is power, you know. So it's a feeling of not being able to be empowered or not trusting your own power and your own strength. So it's important to really go and see what those beliefs are that you made as a kid, you know, and reset them and say, no, this is me, how I can be my real self and live the best, most fabulous life possible. Because why not, right?
Exactly, exactly. And I know, like, we're coming from experience where we're saying, oh yeah, just go ahead and do it. But we've struggled, and whether it's with career or anything else that holds us down.
Absolutely.
I mean, as far as career goes, it took me a little while to finally say, all right, I need to do my medium work full time. And so when I did, I was so scared. But
it's a scary leap of faith you have to take.
Exactly, but I never looked back.
Yeah.
And
now you have your own show.
I have my own show, and I'm loving it. You know, but we all have other struggles in our life as well. So whether it's career, relationship, family, whether it's going to the gym or getting yourself healthy for the first time, it's one of those things where, you know, we've all been there. So yes, we can sit there and say, just go for it, do it, do it. But
yes, and you need support through it. So after I have 2 kids, and after the birth of my second son, I really felt lost, and I felt like I was never going to be what I was put here to be. I knew I was supposed to do something big. I just didn't know what it was, and I felt like I could never get there. And that's a terrible way to feel like you're not able to be your real self. So I struggled for a long time with that. And when I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to be myself, and I'm not going to care anymore. I'm not going to worry about what other people think. I'll tell them I'm a psychic, you know, as scary as that is. I'll tell them I can talk to their angels for them. Once I accepted that and put that out there, it's not that I didn't have to work hard to get where I am, but it became easier and better and more fun because I was enjoying my life instead of feeling like I was chasing money or making other people happy, and that's important. And because of that, I became a better mother and a better wife. And I was afraid I was going to hurt my kids or my husband for wanting to have my own stuff, you know. So finding that balance is important. So it's really good to have support through that.
And it's so important, you brought it up. It's so important to do it for yourself first, because how are you going to help others without knowing who you are and what you stand for first?
Absolutely, absolutely. You need to, I think I said it in our last show that we did, you need to think of yourself like a cup. And if you're taking care of all of these people and you're constantly filling up other people's cups, if yours is empty, you can't help them. You know, you can't fill them up, you can't give them as much. But if you're replenishing and filling yourself and you're overflowing, then you have so much more to give to other people. So it's really important.
When you take an airplane ride, what's the first thing they say? Okay, in case of emergency, put the mask on you first, and then on other people.
Yeah, if you run out of oxygen, how are you going to help everybody else? You know?
So it's actually
the same concept.
I was going to say simple concept, but we're constantly, no, go, 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 go. So now you brought up the medium work, okay? Now, do you also do gallery readings, private readings?
So we do private readings. We do group readings, so you can do a private party if you have a group of friends who want to do it. And from time to time, we'll open it up and we'll have a gallery reading or a show. And I also have a coaching program that I do. So you can have access to me all the time while you're going through and shifting through whatever. And you actually get to learn how to be more connected with your angels, learn a lot about how spiritual stuff works.
How fun is that?
Yeah. And you get readings with me every other week. So it's really,
will
help propel you. Come on down, girl.
Yeah, you're going to
and
be
we
like,
do it over the phone.
Same cards over and over again.
No, we do it over the phone or in person, so whatever works for you. And included in that is fitness classes too. So you get really take care of everything and really kind of reset your life. I call it life changers because it's for the people who are like, enough of this, I'm ready for something new. So we really go through and we do that. So we have all of those options. So whatever works. If you want to just come in for one reading or you feel like you need a little bit more, you want some more support, you want to grow a little bit more spiritually, we have a program for that too.
Wow.
Yeah. We have
everything.
Fun stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
I need you to have an open house.
Okay.
I know you do them.
Yes. We're going to probably do one the first of the year. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Check that out.
Good. Yeah, because I want to. I think it's great. And you guys are located again in East Bridgewater on Route 18.
Yes.
Body Love.
Yes. Fitbybodylove.com.
I know. I'm always giving the wrong information. But you can find me at tiffanyrice.com or Spirit Medium Tiff on Facebook.
Perfect.
Tiffany. Sorry. See, I said it's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. It's the holiday cheer that's got me crazy. So now, do you travel a lot for doing this kind of stuff? I know you mentioned the house parties and so forth, but do you offer workshops in different areas? We do, yep. So if you're not close by and you want something, I have myself and I have another girl that I work with named Christine, who's fabulous. So we'll come to you. Absolutely, we come to people's works. We help. Like if you're a boss and you have a bunch of employees and you want to get them really revved up and doing their best and feeling their best, we'll come to you and we'll do a special workshop that we call Replenish to help kind of recharge and get you geared up and motivated again. So we do that. Yep, absolutely. We'll travel. Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk again with the medium stuff.
Okay.
Now you said you work with the angels as far as when you give your readings, because I know you did mention an angel with one of my readings that I did.
Absolutely.
That I did.
So I do both angels and spirit, and the way that I'm able to connect with spirit is through my angels. When you do this and when you open up to tap in, it can be very overwhelming, as you know, because you do this too. So I actually use my connection with my angels to help kind of bring through one person at a time and to figure out what the right message is for people. So your angels tend to give you more messages about your life, what you need to do next, those questions that you have burning, you know, that thing that you want that's not coming.
Right.
They'll give you messages about that. Where spirit will come through and give you more messages to confirm who they are. So they'll tell you a little thing about themselves that you'll know, okay, no one else could know that. That's really specific.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, stuff like that to know they're still with you. And their messages are more like, we're still here, we're supporting you, we love you, we're watching what you're doing, we're still a part of it. So again, depending on what people need, that's what we'll tap into more. Some people come and they're like, whatever comes through. And I'll just see what's there.
That's easy.
Some people need, one day they'll need some more spirit guidance. Sometimes they'll come in and want more angel guidance. But for the most part, people want that spiritual advice from me. So I'll use the angels to get that for them. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so what do you have next coming up?
Well, we have lots of awesome stuff coming up. We have lots of deals going on. If you go to fitbybodylove.com, you can see them because this time of year is really important to take care of yourself. So we have lots of good deals for readings and also for the Life Changers program. We have an essential oils class coming up on the 30th of November. So you can learn how to take care of yourself with oils. And we have really like a lot of awesome stuff to keep you grounded and keep you sane to try to get through the holidays. So you can check all that stuff out on my website. We have fitness classes to support you through all that too.
Which I've been. You guys have to go check it out. And how can they find you?
Fitbybodylove.com, or you can go on Facebook and you can search Fit by Body Love on there and you can find me there too.
Yay.
Yeah, make sure you come on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock and get a free angel reading.
Yeah, how easy is that? Just log on to Facebook, like Spirit Medium Tiffany, and then go like Fit by Body Love.
There and then there, perfect.
Yeah, and get a free angel card reading.
Yay.
Really? Simple. All right, well, I want to thank you again for being on. Thanks for giving me a little mini reading.
Anytime.
I hope your reading was spectacular too.
Fabulous. Thank you.
And I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
You too.
And you come and join us for the beginning of the year again.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And thank you guys. And if I don't see you, have a happy holiday. Stay safe. Relax. Big deep breath in. That's what I should do. I should do a meditation show before the holidays.
Absolutely.
I think that would be great. All right. Well, until then, have a safe holiday, and I will see you soon. Have a good night.